Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host. Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information.
Fair use is a legal doctrine that promotes freedom of expression by permitting the unlicensed use of copyright-protected works in certain circumstances. Section 107 of the Copyright Act provides the statutory framework for determining whether something...
Yo, welcome to the broadcast. My name is Mike. Thank you all for being here, and I want to thank all the new subscribers to the channel. I really do appreciate you. Hold on one second. Thank you for being here. Damn, got a lot of people on. I see YouTube is doing their thing today. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get you guys going. Let me add in some new stuff. Bring down this music, then we'll get this thing going.
Gentlemen, don't waste your time in the vain pursuit of this and that endeavor. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes. Be high on hopes.
Yeah, we're going to jump into, I'm going to cover training, but we're going to jump into some of this new stuff that's going on. Hold on one second. There we go. A lot of store closings, but that's got nothing to do with us. Absolutely nothing to do with us. Hold on one second. Let me take some of this off the screen so we can get into it. Oh, slow. So we can get into it. Hey, make this a little bit bigger. We are broadcasting on Instagram and YouTube. Let me bring them in. Yo, Brother Frank is here. And we got Jeff. What's going on, Jeff? Hold on one second. You can bring in some of this other stuff. Instagram. I'm finally out of Instagram jail. Instagram had me, I couldn't broadcast, I couldn't do anything on Instagram for like the last 6 months or so. Brother Frank, how's the sound? Okay, that's me. That's notification that we are live on Instagram. All right, so now we're live on Instagram. It's a little laggy on my part. I think I'm gonna take myself off the screen a little bit. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, it's good. That's good to know. Cause yeah, my video was lagging like crazy. Just because we have a ton of store closings, does not mean that you and I are going to be in trouble. If you are a small independent service provider, this has nothing to do with you. Absolutely, positively nothing to do with you. Just this evening, I got a call. It's so crazy. I got a call from 3 different restaurants within like back to back. starting at 5 p.m. It was crazy. Everybody was a little slow for the holiday season. You know, they were lagging behind a little bit, but I mean, they can only hold off for so long. And now we have all the sporting events. Everybody's ordering food and takeout and all that other good stuff. And as I always tell you guys, you're very stable if you're dealing with the schools, the daycares, hospitals. Those are the most stable accounts you're going to get. The big guys, the very large service companies, those are the ones that are taking care of your Wendy's, your Burger King, McDonald's, that type of thing. The average service technician does not have these type of clients. So for 2026, this is from thestreet.com. You're looking at over 1,000 restaurants closing in 2026. Some are going to be Starbucks. Some are actually going to be Starbucks, McDonald's. Quite a few different chains are going to be shutting down. Or Wendy's are going to be shutting down, and you're going to have some grocery stores closing. Kroger's is going to be closing quite a few locations. I was just explaining this to a customer. I go into these places to order and look at equipment all the time. And Taco Bell, Burger King, McDonald's, what they've got going on is they're going to be closing underperforming locations and locations with an older population. So as you know, some of these neighborhoods, you got people that are, well, I hate to say it because I'm 50. People in their 50s, 60s, and 70s, they're going to be closing locations in with neighborhoods with that kind of demographic. What they're doing is they're only going with the internet crowd. So people that are familiar with ordering online, that is what they're going to. They're not going with a hybrid system of just walking in. If you notice, when you go to one of these places nowadays, they want you to use the kiosk, or they want you to have already ordered. The first thing you do when you come in is they ask you what's your order number. That's all they want to know is what's your order number. They are focusing mainly just on food. So here we go. Starbucks is closing about 500 North American locations. Quite a bit in California from what I understand. Everywhere else. Oh yeah, Denny's is another one. Denny's is closing that. There's the franchisors are suing over what Denny's is doing. Excuse me, the type of people that actually have franchises in Denny's, I equate it to like modern day servitude, bruh. Oh, Papa John's, and Papa John's was a long time coming. Oh shit. This is probably gonna be a short one because the internet is lagging tonight. And in Jack in the Box, look at this, Jack in the Box closing up to 120 locations. I'm not familiar with On the Border, but they're closing 77. I believe there's some in Houston, and then Wendy's and Starbucks are closing. So a lot of other online people are trying to talk about the closures. It just hasn't been gaining traction because that's not really what they, it's not really the focus of their channel. That is what we talk about over here. Yeah, the stream is lagging. We might have a real short night. Hey, anybody had a chance to check out the training video that I put out for the training schedule? I'm going to update Hopefully in the next day or two, I'm going to update so you guys have information for next week. I know it's a little early for the West Coast people, but if there's anybody over there in the West Coast that's interested in Isomatic, Isomatic's class is already full, but you're going to need to contact the distributor so that you get put on the list for next year. But yeah, 2026 is going to be a year of a lot of restructuring. A lot of restructuring. So just get ready for it. What does this mean for you? This means a lot of opportunity. You're gonna have people from the industry that's going to strike out on their own. They're going to want to open up their own restaurant. They're going to want to open up their own catering business, food stands, all the whole nine. So this does not mean the end of the world. By no means does this mean the end of the world. Hold on, let me switch to another. I'm going to switch to another site. Let's see if it is that site or if we've got something else that's slowing us down. And yeah, there is like nothing on the schedule. This is Isomatic. There's nothing on the schedule. This is for Portland, Oregon. It's full. Oh, I should have went back. And the other one is also full. My bad. Hold on. Oh, this is Hoshizaki. I'm having technical difficulties today. Hey, brother Frank, did you go to that Hoshizaki class? Yeah, I think you went to the Hoshi class today. Hold on, let me make this bigger for you guys. And this is Hoshizaki's schedule for the week. All Dallas for the next 2 weeks. So if you're not in Dallas, if you're not in the Fort Worth area, you got nothing to worry about. Hold on 1 second. All right, we are good to go. Chick-fil-A. Oh man, Chick-fil-A is dealing with a lot of competition, but they're opening up. They're expanding their drive-through options. I don't know how they're saying Kura Sushi is going to be doing okay. I think they took a, hold on, let's go into it. Yo, Sir Anthony, what's happening? Oh, you're going to class in the morning. All right, cool. Man, this thing, my day is lagging. I don't know if you guys eat Kura Sushi, but Kura Sushi, they're using like a third-party company to dispatch service providers to their restaurants nationwide. And so, yeah, like they said, it is. They think that things are improving. Everything going on with Donald Trump and trying to bring down the price of gas. Everybody's betting that is going to put a couple more dollars into people's pockets, helping ease the pain so people will order out, continue to order out, continue to do DoorDash and all that kind of stuff. And he even set back on some of the tariffs, but they're not releasing which ones he did. I don't know who the hell Sports Bra is, but what I will tell you is that pickleball is a big one. Oh yeah, TGI Fridays. I don't have any faith that TGI Fridays is going to turn things around. They also use larger service companies, but I don't know if they are. You could finesse your way in there. All right, so Brother Frank says, Mike, if you get a call for an ice machine not making ice and you see that it is very dirty, how do you handle the situation? First and always, whenever you have an ice machine that's dirty, you have to tell them you have to clean it first. Every single ice machine has to be cleaned first. Every single one. 90% of the problems that you have are because the machine is dirty. 90% of the problems that are developed are because of the ice machine being dirty. If the ice machine is given filtered water, if the ice machine is cleaned every quarter, that ice machine is going to last for 15 to 20 years. You don't give it filtered water. You don't clean it every quarter. That ice machine is going to stop working in about 3 to 4 years. In about 3 to 4 years. Guaranteed. And what you got there, Higgins? Yo. So yeah, Brother Frank, what you got to do is you have to charge them for doing the cleaning. And then once you're done with the cleaning, then you're going to see if there's something else wrong with the machine. Because the machine has to be clean, period. Period, point blank, the end. Every machine has to be clean. Not every customer is a good customer. Because some people are going to fight against that, but those are the people that are losing anyway. Those people are losing and they're going to lose. It is just what it is. I'm telling you, listen. So first you charge them for the cleaning, and then if it's while you're doing the cleaning, if you discover something that's really bad, really off, then you got to tell them which brand of machine is this that you're looking at. What brand of machine? Where is it? Like, is it at a hotel? Is it at a restaurant? Where is it? Because all that comes into play. If this is a hotel and that machine is not working, always check and see how old that damn thing is too. Because you got to hit them with you got to give them the prices. That's just the part of business, brother. That is just the price of business. Is you got to tell these people how much this stuff is going to cost. Oh, Jersey Mike's is going to Europe. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Papa John's. Ugh. All right. They're doing a lot of interviews with CEOs of Chipotle, CEOs of Dart, and everybody except for Yum. Oh, that reminds me. Who all is interested in going to any of these conventions? What? Chipotle wins a lawsuit over the sizes. Oh, that was right over the holiday break. Because I have a number of pictures for those. And if this damn thing doesn't stop lagging, we'll wrap it up. Chipotle wins out, huh? They win their lawsuit over there because everybody's upset. Every single person, they won, but they lost. Because every single Chipotle I go by is empty. Every single Chipotle I go by, and these are all Chipotles that I hated going to because there was always a line. So Chipotle won this lawsuit late in 2024. Oh, all right. So this is out in California. All right. So the suit was over portion sizes not being sufficient. So they were saying that this was fraud. Chipotle's chicken portion was crazy low. But they won. So they won. I mean, yeah, this is something that people always, that is a weird little brother, that they always was talking about. But they won out. So the people are voting. Oh, damn, Noodles and Company closing. One of these days, Chipotle is going to, I cut a straight where I cut a straight from last week. Oh, let's see here. Brother Frank, they are not packed here. I mean, yes, if you go to lunch, there's going to be people. I'm not saying that there aren't any customers in there. Chipotle in Houston, on average, oh yeah, I did catch a copyright strike. Yeah. It was a light strike. It was for the tackle and grab. It was for the tackle and the grab. So yeah, Chipotle is going to they're gonna have to figure something out. They're gonna have to turn this around. They're pretty big on that. The CEO, I think he's been with them for off and on his whole career, something like that. I saw an interview with him. So he's gonna try his best to turn it around. I mean, even though they lost this lawsuit, they're gonna have to increase the size of these portions. There is no way around it. There's no way around it. There's so many other, Tex-Mex joints like that are popping up all over, and they're just losing out because now that people are paying all this money for Chipotle and getting these mediocre servings. People are willing to pay the same or just a few dollars more for food that is a lot more flavorful. So your fuzzy taco has a lot more flavor. Velvet taco has a lot more flavor. These other taco concepts have a lot more. They have a deeper flavor profile than Chipotle. Chipotle is really like blah. It is a really bland situation. And Noodles and Company, I had no idea all the Noodles and Company in Houston, they are all gone. Noodles and Company is going to close 30 to 35 stores. Like I said, this is signaling that you're going to have a lot of mom and pops coming back. That is all a good thing for the small service provider. When the larger companies go away, the smaller players have a chance to make it. As that's just how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. All these large corporate soulless places with their blah food. I mean, you get a lot more bang for your buck in your community when you actually have a mom and pop that is actually sourcing their stuff from locally. So most times they're sourcing it from Cisco, but if they source it locally, they're able to get some of the stuff locally. They're hiring locally. The money is staying locally, and it's not going to California or New York or Miami, you know, things usually work out better, and you're going to have a whole new crop of restaurants that are going to pop up. Uh-oh, Fat Brands. Oh, damn. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on. Fat Brands. Oh, they're being delisted. All right, let me show you what Fat Brands is. I don't have a Fazoli's pizza. Oh, God. Fat Brands is being delisted. Twin Peaks is Fat Brands. I don't know what the hell a Native Grill and Wings is. I don't know what the hell Smoky Bones is. I've seen Fazoli. But Twin Peaks and Fazoli, those are the only two, and they're getting delisted. Damn, Fat Brands is becoming a penny stock. What the hell? Man, why did y'all not talk? Yeah, you thought that was hilarious. Why did y'all not tell me that Fat Brands is being delisted? Man, serves me right for the damn viewership I got. And what the hell? Y'all just keep all kind of stuff to yourself. Oh, Fazoli's. Hold on, let me show you Fazoli's. Like, I first noticed Fazoli's when I used to live in West Palm Beach. I think Fazoli's was there. Yeah, see, we got something here in Houston. Following that Olive Garden. Look at that. All this stuff comes from the same distributors. Same thing. All this really is Cisco. There's a bunch of guys doing YouTube videos stating the obvious, how everybody's getting their food from US Foods, Cisco, Edward Don, blah, blah, blah. Like the same 5 players nationwide. And it's true. Most people that work in the restaurant industry, they know that. They understand what name is on the truck that comes to deliver the food. And if you're dealing with an Asian restaurant, majority of the food come from freaking Jollibee's, JFC, Jollibee's Food Corporation, which they're actually doing a spinoff. Oh, speaking of, you know what? Just looking at this thing reminded me. Did I tell you guys about all this stuff is bland as hell. It's all lifeless. Hey, did I tell you guys how to get into Pizza Hut, right? Did I tell you I can't remember if I talked about it on the last damn broadcast. They're still looking for franchises. I mean, look at these locations for Zoli's. Let's see here. I should do more than 50 miles away. I don't have any. I thought for sure there was some Fazoli's over here. There we go, College Station. College Station, so almost over there by Austin, Texas. There's one out there. Bryant, College, Texas. I hate going out there. Yeah, these places are not making it. The thing I like about Twin Peaks is Twin Peaks uses continental refrigeration. When you go up in that joint, it is wall to wall. It is wall to wall continental. Everything up in there is continental. Looking at Twin Peaks, hell, I might as well go on my damn Instagram. Twin Peaks, let's see here. Yeah, that looks like my Instagram right there. Webster. All right, let me see here. Let me see locations. Anybody here service Twin Peaks? Because I am shocked that I have never. I used to do Hooters, because Hooters is another one that's going away. All right, let me do this. Yeah. Let's back up. And yeah, I'm sorry about the quality of the video tonight. This is something is going on with my internet. It is seriously lagging. Yeah, see, College Station is a decent sized market. Consider it's outside of Houston, you know, not that far from Austin. Let me see if I can find some more. But you're going to find that it is. Let's see why they're not doing this. Let me see why they're not populating some more. Let's see what they got with Twin Peaks. Yeah. Ooh. So it's really not that many in Chicago anymore. Oh, that does not look good. There's only 4. Yeah, I guess they could be going. What's to like about Continental, bruh? You know what? Here, I'm gonna show you one I did today. I love Continental. To be honest with you, I love Continental. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. I'm gonna join the. I'm gonna show you guys some pictures and some videos from the Continental I did at the Houston Zoo. So I was at the Houston Zoo yet again for another unit. Damn, everything is lagging like crazy. Let me take this out. Let me see if I can. I do not know why I am having. I don't know if it's me broadcasting on Instagram or what. Give me 1 second. Let me share this. All right, we are good. There we go. Well, there's not much to dislike about Continental. Oh, I found my Lincoln Oven tech book from class. I'm gonna get there. This is just stuff I took when I found it this morning. This is the book that you're gonna get when you go to the class. So here's where I was at the Houston Zoo. You see it at the top. I was at the Houston Zoo this afternoon. So they have some really good clients. Continental has some really good clients, and subsequently, most of them will become your client. That's one of the things I like about Continental. I have to be very careful about what I say. Just like True is private owned, Continental is private owned. United Refrigeration is the brother company to Continental. So Continental is part of 3 entities. So there's an air conditioning company, there's Continental, and then there's United Refrigeration. Those 3 are the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Excuse the blasphemy, but those 3 are one. So they damaged this this unit over there at the zoo. So I was over there previously for yet again upright freezer that everybody uses for fries and wings. Oh man, them freezers always take abuse. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn whose unit it is. They all take abuse. They take abuse like crazy. So let me go back. So here I am reassembling the unit. So I picked it up this afternoon. So I love using UPS. So in my UPS mailbox, they received it. They sent me an email. I went over there, picked it up, checked for my other mail, and about 5 to 10 minutes away is the Houston Zoo. And so this is what the old one was like. There's the shocks inside. The top was completely all messed up. So they shipped me in that big ass box was the other lid, because we just didn't want to take any chances. So they just sent me everything. They just sent me a whole new assembly, new shocks, all the hardware. So it's the lid with the gasket, shock, everything. That's what I love about Continental. They don't skimp on any damn thing. And fun fact, this is the same. When I went for the other one, they have these like Houston Zoo lights, and so they gave me a little pass so me and my daughter can go, and we hung out at the zoo, and they have all the lights and all this other stuff. And it's a nice time. Yeah, everything just pops in together. It was nice, but this thing had been out of service for like 2 months, and I had it on and. Had everything, up and running. Now their system, because this was a warranty for the Houston Zoo, but this gave me the opportunity to put my hat in the ring. So now the Houston Zoo knows who I am, and I'm in the process of filling out the vendor paperwork for the Houston Zoo, because everything they got in there is the refrigeration is, I want to say like 90% Continental. And then the rest is like true. And that's the other stuff I have. Hold on a second. What else do I want to show you guys? So yeah, that's what I love about Continental. That's the little one. It was her birthday. So now to other news. Oh, dude, Brother Frank, did you see? So Brother Frank is saying you looking to get Six Flags. Hey, I was giving out an opportunity for these guys to get in with NBC Universal, and nobody called. Nobody called, Brother Frank. In Universal Studios in Orlando, there's a biodigester there. Power Knot has one or two, I guess, at Universal Studios, and nobody called. Nobody called. Yeah, hey, well, Sir Anthony, it's the thing with Continental is like their clients are Continental spends a lot of time at conventions and advertising to particular to sandwich shops and whatnot, particularly to sandwich shops. That is their thing. So sandwich shops, pizzerias, and like when it comes to sandwich shops, Continental is like the #1 go-to. Then when it comes to pizzerias, it's in the top 3. Continental is in the top 3 when it comes to pizzerias, as far as their refrigeration. As a matter of fact, Continental is in Mod Pizza. Continental's in Mod Pizza, a lot of different places like that. So nationwide, that's what they got. They got Continental. Yeah, Brother Frank, I had Miami, I had Universal Studios, and the guy said nobody ever called them. Aldi's is opening up 180 new stores, And I was just so happened to watch a YouTube video. I don't have it, but I guess I can get to it later. Aldi's is actually going to launch a premium, like an Aldi premium, sort of like a Trader Joe's. So this footprint is going to be slightly larger than their current footprint. Oh, what's up to my people on Instagram? What's up? Damn. Yeah, Instagram. I don't get no viewers on no damn Instagram. All right. So it's gonna be a slightly different format of store. It's gonna be a little bigger. All these is going to be playing around with quite a bit, since they have so many locations now. They're going to be playing around with different sizes. They really plan to stick to the current format, but they're testing out different items. They're testing out different styles because of their Trader Joe's is their cousin type. Aldi North and Aldi South. Aldi North, I think, owns Trader Joe's, and Aldi South owns Aldi's here in America. And so they know what's going on at Trader Joe's, and they're actually trying to copy some of that. Oh, 180 new stores. Yeah, they're going to be closing some Albertson store locations. And then Sprouts. Yeah, this is something with refrigerant. None of you, I don't believe, are going to be ordering a pallet worth of refrigerant. Yeah, Brother Frank, I don't know what's going on with these guys, man. I have no clue. But, they're doing deals. The reason why, in my belief, the reason that these guys are selling off these pallets of refrigerant is because the end is already near. The ice machine companies have already started going to R290. So all of this R404, $309 a tank, yeah, that's not going to be worth very much in the near future. Scotsman, Hostess, a lot of manufacturers are going with 290, and then we're gonna have to see what's going on with the CO2 situation, if they're gonna go with CO2, because that's I believe that's the next step. Yeah, R410A. You see how 410A is already down to $176 because a lot of split systems are already using the R32. And that's why the R32 is $203 a tank. That's the little one, her birthday. RSG. I was telling you guys about RSG, which is Norlake, and all the rest of them out of RSG is out of Mississippi. So they're over there in the dollar stores and whatnot. Oh, little her. Yeah, it was her birthday. All right. Even with everything I said about Chipotle, with Chipotle winning that lawsuit, they're talking about opening up 7,000 restaurants. If you watch my content, you've seen me perform these, these startups at these brand new locations. I'm in 2026 now. There's supposed to be, I think I have another 15 that are coming up. They haven't finished with them yet, but they only take like 3 months to do them. 3 months to do these damn locations. And let's see here. Yeah, this is the Fry Master training that's coming up. Some of this stuff was for the video, and some of the stuff did not make it to the video, like the blending cup stuff. I didn't get a chance to put the Braun training class stuff up there. I take screenshots of stuff, so hopefully I don't forget to include this stuff in the training. and the new training videos. So this is yeah, I got a little more time before I put this out, but this is the Speed Queen training in Florida. That's going to be the next video coming up. More Speed Queen stuff for Pittsburgh. And what was it, next week? Brother Frank, I'm confused. Brother. What do you mean, is there a parts list offered by most manufacturers? I think that's what you mean to say. So, well, what the supply? All right, so you don't have that many supply houses. So, and even in between your market and my market, your supply houses are different. There is no such thing as a parts list. If you were to buy parts based on a parts list, you would end up stuck with over half of that inventory, and that stuff will be extremely expensive. These machines do not fail the same way. These machines do not fail. The reason why these machines fail is due to the way that the customers use them and the environment that they're in. So if you're in a Mexican fast food joint, you're going to get a lot of grease in there. And so that grease is going to block up the condensers, and all that kind of stuff is going to wreak havoc on the condenser fan motor. You're probably going to have to change the keypads and all that kind of stuff. And in the same token, I have, let's say, this the exact same machine at a concrete factory I deal with. I don't have any of those same problems. The problems I have is that the dust gets into the circulation pump and is wreaking havoc on the circulation pump. Hold on one second. Wreaking havoc. So I actually had to clean and to make sure I removed all the dust and grime from the circulation pump, because otherwise that machine was going to fail. So your environment is going to affect it. If they're selling a lot of beer, it's going to destroy a lot of different components on the ice machine. If they got it higher up to the ceiling, if they have it closer to the back wall, if they don't change their filters enough, I don't really recommend that you go with any supplier list on the cold side. I can kind of agree with the supply list on hot side equipment. Like oh damn, I just took it off the stream. Like the Lincoln, I believe that you would use everything that they had on the list, and then you would actually want doubles of it. But hold on one second. Store is 2026. Yeah, the on ice machines. Yeah, there's no way that they're going to know what you're going to need. There's no way. You're going to spend money on parts that you are not going to need for years. So it's not advisable that you would that you would even do something like that. Asia, Chipotle with Asia. What the hell is this? No. So yeah, in 2026, Chipotle is going to expand 370 new restaurants. Okay, that isn't going to be in South Korea, Singapore, blah, blah, blah. So Chipotle is going up to 7,000 locations. Let me see here. Let me see where the. Oh damn! I don't even need this light anymore. You guys aren't looking at me. All right, hold on. Let me see here. Wendy's store closures in 2026. Let's see if we can find out where these Wendy's are going to be closing. So 350 Wendy's closing out of 6,000. I mean, it's not exactly like the sky is falling in this situation. All right, so Sir Anthony says, is Brother Frank planning to build up his truck inventory? No, Brother Frank is just being Brother Frank has a vivid imagination. Now, I talked with Brother Frank offline. I've actually met Brother Frank. Brother Frank came here to Houston. I met him, shook hands with him. And Brother Frank's the number one contributor to the show. But Brother Frank's imagination kind of gets away with him. So it's the most important thing is to know who has parts for your equipment in your local area. That is what is most important. Spending money on inventory is pissing away dollars. You want as many universal parts as possible. You want the only parts that you're going to buy for these different pieces of equipment are going to be for, let's just say, clients that you have that have multiple of the same pieces of equipment. So either one customer that has a number of units that are the same, or if you have a bunch of clients with the same model. Excuse me. And the reason for that is so you can get rid of the part. You can hold on to parts, you can stock parts, and they can actually go bad. They can get corroded, especially with the weather that Brother Frank and I are dealing with. We're dealing with heat in the summer and humidity, and we're dealing with cold in the winter. And we end up with corrosion. You can hold on to motors and pumps that actually, some of the motors can seize up on you. Some of the pumps can seize up on you. You hold them too long. Things can, if you take them out of the box and you try to, store them, they can roll around and get damaged. Whether you have them in shelves, drawers, or whatever the hell, they can get damaged. Just things can happen to them, and now your $400 or $500 is gone. They're gone. Then let's not forget that there are break-ins. People break into your stuff. You can have helpers that misplace parts. There's a number of things that happen when you first start out. You do not want to have a lot of inventory. The thing that I recommend is that you can carry a number of fuses, right? You can carry the slow blow, you can carry the regular fuses, short, the long ones, and I have a whole Milwaukee kit with just, About 50 different type of fuses in this. My bad. I had to restart the whole program. I had to start everything over. I had to close down a whole nother set of whole nother window. Hold on 1 second. So hopefully this will be a little bit better. Oh yeah, it already looks better. All right. Yeah, it's a little okay. So it was too many things running in the background. I was working on the video for future training classes. That stuff was up. I was working on the articles, the news story, all that other stuff. All that stuff was running in the background, and I guess it was taxing the system. Yeah, Happy New Year, Max Tax. What's happening? And yeah, let me hold on. I had a number of contributors to the channel. Hold on, I want to thank them before I lose you guys. What's right is right. Hold on 1 second. Let me thank these brothers real quick. Oh yeah, brother Frank, brother Frank, thank you so much. But yeah, he's the #1 contributor to the show. But brother Frank just needs to get on out there. And I've never once have I ever told you or anybody else to stock up on parts because it's not in your favor. I mean, you don't know if your customer is going to approve your quote or any of that other stuff just yet. In your market, like fortunately here in Houston, over there in Dallas, we don't have to go far to get parts. We here in Houston, I have 6 locations that carry Manitowoc parts. So you want to keep those parts at the facility. You want to keep those parts with the distributor. You don't want to have to drive around with those parts. In Dallas, you're lucky enough that in both, Dallas and in Fort Worth, you got a number of different distributors that have parts. Hold on 1 second. I had So Jay Marquise, thank you very much for contributing to the channel. As usual, Mike Adams, thank you for contributing to the channel. I really do appreciate you guys. Hold on 1 second. I really do appreciate y'all. It means a lot. But here, let me show you guys. Yo, and the other thing is, when you go to your training class, like for Brother Frank, when you go to training class tomorrow, you could talk to him, but every model is going to have a different parts requirement because they have different sizes. Things are going to be different sizes. So yeah, you have Baker just like I do, and then you're going to have the Stolting distributor over there in Dallas. They're also a that's the not Wilson Brothers. What the hell is it? Warner Brothers. Damn. Ice Machine parts, so they also carry Manitowoc. Yeah, you got a lot of people that carry Manitowoc. What? Since when the hell did Hager start carrying cold side stuff? What the hell is this? All right, hold on a second. Let me see. Now that we got things moving. Now that we got stuff moving. Holy shit. Okay, so apparently over there at Hagar, they went and bit the bullet, and they now have Ice Machine parts. Pretty expensive by the looks of it, but they got, see, look at their stuff. They're saying it's out of stock. All the stuff they're saying out of stock. So I don't know what the hell they're doing over there. But the thing to do is to map out who has parts in your area, and then you go and get those parts in your area. Like for me, I got to get Isomatic parts, and they got to come from Dallas. So we no longer, in Houston, we no longer have an Isomatic distributor. Our Isomatic distributor is up there in Dallas. So these guys over there in Dallas and all that, they got the parts. The same thing with Louisiana. Louisiana got Southern Ice. And so they have Manitowoc parts over there. Unless you have to drive an hour or 2 hours to get parts, it is not advisable to stock up on parts. I don't advise it. Psychologically, you're like, oh, I gotta sell these parts. I got $80,000 worth of parts. I gotta move some parts. And you're going out and you're cleaning ice machines, and machine after machine after machine doesn't need any parts. They only have to be cleaned. So just stick with that. Take it slow, take it easy, and you're gonna be all right. You're gonna be all right. As usual, I do a lot of Q&A. If you guys want to come up and ask any questions, let me see if I got the thing. Here's the link. I don't normally wait till I'm finished with the whole stream, but we've been on for over an hour. And I really do want to address questions and concerns that you guys might have. Any questions on particular type of training and all that kind of stuff? Yeah, all right. So check those error codes before you clean the ice machine. Yes, that really helps you out with where to start with, because you're going to take a look at that stuff and you're going to have to make a decision. Do I really want to spend all this time cleaning XYZ, or do I want to clean the machine and then sell them a new XYZ? So you'll have some situations where float switches, we'll say float switches are really bad, really crusted up. In those cases, you're actually a little better off selling them a new float switch versus soaking it, cleaning it, scrubbing it, putting it in, trying to dry it and all this other bullshit. Like I have this conversation with Brother Charles all the time, especially on the Scotsman. So on the water probe, I know you can take them out, you can clean them and all that kind of stuff. in our area, sometimes they get so corroded that the corrosion actually eats through the stainless steel prongs, and then when you go to take them out from the holder, they bend and break. So sometimes it's in your best interest just to sell them a new one. Yeah, I know, Jay. Yeah, you guys are loving this virtual Hoshizaki thing. Man, they got tons. Everybody has virtual training. That's why I said Follett's got it. Hoshizaki's got it. Manitowoc does the virtual training once a month. When you go to the actual live class, the virtual is cool and all. You go to the actual live class, but the virtual is twice a month. I think they stepped it up. Yeah. So the virtual is, oh wow, yeah. 4 times a month. So the virtual is 4 times a month. When you go to the actual class, like I said, proper etiquette, they do a number of bathroom breaks. And besides the bathroom breaks, you have the beginning of class and you have the end of class. You can take your ass to class early and you can go ahead and take a look at all the equipment. They'll let you, take a look at everything. They'll let you take stuff apart as long as you don't take stuff with you. They'll let you take stuff apart. You can ask them all the questions you want to ask them before class starts. If you got a lot of questions, if you got any type of questions, you can ask them after when the bathroom break starts. They tend to reinforce what you're asking. They tend to go over that again. They say, yeah, some people have some confusion in what I said, and they will then go over that again during training class, because they have a structure, but they have enough room to go back and forth as long as people don't have questions during the presentation. And then because you're going to take like 2 or 3 bathroom breaks, and you're going to have like a small break for snacks and whatever the hell they're doing. And then afterwards, the trainer is going to be around after the class is over for like a good 45 minutes, maybe longer than that. And you can go ahead. There are going to be nuggets there. There are going to be refrigerators there. There's going to be cubers there. There's going to be the DCM 271 is going to be there. And you can do what go over all this stuff. Don't be timid. Don't be shy, because the trainer is the person that you actually want to go over this stuff with. They oftentimes pitch in on tech support. They've actually been out there in the field. They know how to do this kind of stuff. They're the ones that you talk to, because when you get on the phone, those guys have call after call after call that they got to do, and they really don't have time for you. So they'll talk to you and tell you to check this and check that out and then call back, because they really don't have much time. So yeah, so there's going to be a lot of virtual classes. Yeah, a lot of virtual classes. I have never attended one. I'm trying to follow up on some of the other ones. Trying to follow up. Hold on. It's what is it? It is Wilson. Wilson Refrigeration, Dallas, Texas. Is it Wilson? What is it? Let me see what I can find. Refrigeration, not Follett. It is Stoughton. Hey, what the hell is those guys? Damn. Let me see what. You know what? Hold on. Shit. Let me cover these real quick. And then I'm gonna log off. I'm gonna cover this real quick. I'm gonna put this stuff in a new video. Things started to pick up 5 o'clock this evening. It was nuts. 5 o'clock this evening, all hell broke loose. Everybody and they mama started calling. It was quiet for the last 2 weeks, and all of a sudden everybody's calling. Hold on. Hold on. What is this? They're cool because you can focus on what you need to while you run a call or two. Oh, the virtuals? Yeah. Like I said, don't forget that Follett does the same thing. They do the virtuals. I take advantage of the virtuals myself because I'll do the coffee, espresso machine training classes and stuff like that. I'll do those. Matter of fact, For Real is tomorrow. For Real training classes tomorrow. Let me see if I can pull that up so I can give you guys the link. Hold on one second. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Where's my damn phone? Shoot. Oh, there it is. I have to go into, hold on, I gotta go into my damn schedule so I can get the For Real. It's on Microsoft Teams. Damn. What the hell? Man, this thing is... They are being a pain in the ass. One second, For Real. I don't know why these people don't put their they never put their email according to the company. They put their email out according to who the hell is sending the email, which is unsearchable, by the way, especially on Apple. All right, let me see here. Volrat and shoot, because this is crazy. Even for me to try to find the damn training class, I can't find it. Hold on one second, and ask you questions while I'm doing this damn research for you guys. I'm getting all kind of messages about, oh, Mike Reed is on YouTube. Really now? You're a little late. I'm putting this out for all of 2026. I'm looking through my email right now. I'm a little cold on Onera Group. I'm a little cold on Onera Group. Onera Group you can service the Onera products. But as far as doing any type of warranty work for them, you know, if you do work through Costco, you're going to get paid. But Onera is kind of, I'm not too happy with what's going on over there at Onera Group. So I am going to put a rating of hold off on Onera. So for 2026, I would say go easy on the Onera calls. If you want to take one or two calls for all of 2026 to get a feel for the equipment, knock yourself out. But as far as doing any kind of calls and depending on the money to come through, I'm going to say hold off. Dukers. I'm going to say be careful with Dukers for 2026. Be very careful with Dukers. Joey Jordan, Michael Adams. Where the hell is this? Dude, this is killing me. For Real sends emails, and they're not searchable because they send you an image, a PDF of the training class. And so none of this stuff pops up. When I type in For Real, all my stuff comes up for 2024. I put it in the schedule, but I'm able to, let me do this. Hold on, let me just copy this. Hopefully this works. Apple. Apple used to be the system of choice. All right, how to get set up with Continental? To be honest with you, they're not gonna set you up. You can call them. I wouldn't have high hopes on them, which is why I don't recommend Continental, because it's an exercise in futility. I'll give you the information for Continental. Just I wouldn't have high hopes. Oh man, what the damn it. All right, let me go over to Continental. So this is Onera Group. That's Fagor, Asper, and you're gonna see Domus. So it's okay to work on them COD, but as far as getting any money out of Onera Group, they're having some issues. 2025 was the worst I've seen with them so far. I've been dealing with them for over 12, damn near 14 years. Damn near 14 years. All right, this is Continental Refrigeration. Continental is very snooty, very uppity, very hoity-toity, very demanding. I mean, their clients are Cat's Deli and stuff like that. Like I said, Mod's Pizza, and quite a few sandwich shops that are in your area. You can go into any university kitchen, any university cafeteria, and the likelihood that you're going to see Continental products proliferated throughout the kitchen is very high. But they are, like I said, Continental is very, very particular on who they let do work for them. So here's their labor guide. But as far as it doesn't. All right, so it's not about what's best. It's about I have to cover the industry as a whole. I have to cover the industry as a whole. I'm talking to thousands of people. I know on the lives you guys only see, a dozen people. But in replay and things like that, it ends up being thousands of people that end up watching this rambled, jambled, garbled broadcast that I put on. People are in different markets. If you are in a large market like I am, the likelihood that you would get on with Continental is very low, extremely low. Now, if you're in a market where there aren't any service providers, the chances of you getting work on Continental is going to be very high. The client is not going to wait the hour, 2 hours, or 3 hours, or the 2 or 3 days it's going to take for that service company from that large, well-known service company to drive over to that location. They would prefer to go with someone local. You might just be that someone local. This would work for you. But if you're in Florida, any part of Florida, you can kiss Continental goodbye. You ain't working on that damn Continental. If you're in New York, New Jersey, Rhode Island, Connecticut, you can kiss Continental goodbye. You're not working on the goddamn Continental. If you're in Chicago, you can kiss Continental goodbye. Houston, kiss Continental goodbye. New Orleans, kiss Continental goodbye. You know, that kind of thing. You can kiss it goodbye. You can kiss it goodbye. It ain't in the cards for you, bro. Oh yeah, like I said, Twin Peaks and all that is their customer. Like I said, True is very open to everybody. Anyone can service True. Continental is the exact opposite. They don't want anybody touching their shit. They don't want nobody touching nothing. They're very particular about their stuff. So I don't even bother with talking to people about it because it's, you know, it affects so few people. Oh, let me go back to the, let me show you the service locator. So we're going to go to, we'll go to Texas. We'll go to Texas. See, they don't even change. They got to print it out fucking lists. Denton. Jesus, what the hell is this? They don't even have names. They got numbers. Airhawk, and this is for Divine, and you know, they got their little list. Bright Refrigeration and Rose, and Big Fish. What the fuck? Big Fish HVAC in Austin. So they really don't deviate from their list of chosen. There's Commercial Kitchens in Austin. Commercial kitchens. That's all. Austin, San Antonio. That's their stomping grounds anyway. They're from out that way. Cool Results. So yeah, now you're talking about Houston. Why did they stuff? There's Hagar. I just had Hagar up there. There's Hagar. El Paso. There's another one, Hagar, Dallas. George Bush International Airport. So that's Houston. They sell directly to the customer. So even though they have George Bush International Airport listed here, that's so weird. They don't even have a freaking phone number. That goes to the facilities manager, and then the facilities manager determines who's gonna take care of George Bush International Airport, whether it's the Starbucks, whether it's WHMS Smith and all that other bullshit. Let me see if I'm on this list. I don't think I'm on this list. Oh shit, I'm on the list. Along with Rayford. Oh wow. Oh, Ralph Wright Commercial over there there they are in Fort Worth, Texas. That's who has your Manitowoc parts. And they are the Stolting distributor as well. So here I am. Here I is right there. So they put us in writing on the list. They don't really add people all that often. Hold on, let me copy this. They don't really. Oh wow, I got lucky. Okay, all right. Let me. Yes, you sign up with True. Yeah, I. Okay. True is a trick bag. Yes, I know, but tell me about your experience with True. I'll just do that. How are things dealing with True? How you liking it? Oh, matter of fact, it's one of my damn True books right here. True's hydrocarbon book that they gave me from the 2017 class or 2018 class. Anyway, yeah, True plays these dirty fucking games. So are you an independent? Spin sat. Right. You haven't heard a word from them. Oh, that's Brother Frank. You guys didn't sign up with True for refrigeration. You guys signed up with True for the ice machines. There is a difference. You can sign up with True for the residential. You can sign up for True for the refrigeration. You can sign up for True for the ice machines. They are not mixing them. They keep strict track of every fucking thing. And my experience with being on the True servicer list is that they give you all the shittiest calls possible, all the calls that their beloveds do not want. All right, and when I say shitty, you got to keep this into context. It's going to be customers that are putting refrigerators on. All right, so you say, so you're getting calls on the refrigerators, or you're getting calls on the ice machines, or you're getting calls on the residential. So they give you all their shittiest calls. They tend to give you customers that are, they tend to give you calls where customers have commercial units in their fucking house. And you get a call, you're like, oh shit, it's a residential. Let me go on over there and let me take a look at this nice residential unit. And you get there, there's a fucking commercial unit in a house. And they go, oh, the unit is noisy. No shit, it's noisy. It's a commercial unit in a house. You're going to hear the compressor kick on and off. And, well, I paid a lot of money for it. I would have thought this thing would be. No, you moron. You listen to me, you moron. This is supposed to be in a business. They're not going to hear. Oh shit. Yeah. All right. So you're only going. All right. So I've done the residential. I've done the commercial, and True has a habit of screwing people over because they can. So you must protect yourself. There's nothing wrong with asking True 1,000,001 questions when you got their asses on the phone. They're trying to fuck you over. They have their regulars. They have all these numbers, all these percentages that they're trying to do with completion and all that bullshit behind the scenes. You don't know anything about it. But the guy that's calling you, he's trying to protect his favorites. And they give you customers that are putting refrigerators on extension cords. They're giving you customers that are putting them on additional, for outlets and shit, burning up compressors, all kind of stuff. Second and third opinions, shit like that. And then they want to put it off on you when shit goes sideways. So I'm telling you this to be careful. I'm telling you this to watch your ass, because they will fuck you over. So they're gonna send you out on some bullshit. You're not. Let me explain something to you guys, because you guys are not understanding. You guys are further from. You guys are as far from understanding how this business works as I've ever seen. The equipment that has multiple failures, the equipment that has failures under warranty, is not equipment that's going to survive. It's not equipment that anybody's going to want to buy. Restaurant owners talk to each other. franchisees talk to each other. These restaurant corporations, they know the data. They have, oh no, where's my thing? Shit, where is it? They have the data. Shit, I don't have it right now. Nope. Damn. They know what's going on with their units. And so if you have XYZ refrigerator and you have 30 locations and every single location has a problem with XYZ refrigerator, they are never going to buy that brand of refrigerator again because they know they have problems with it. They're never going to buy it again. These manufacturers like to keep things on the low. So if there are some issues, and that's why you don't see a lot of videos where like, oh, guess what's going on with this, and so-and-so has this problem, and so-and-so has that. They see those videos and they're not going to use, that manufacturer's not going to use you. You don't have this many problems with commercial equipment. It is usually after the warranty. When people are actually come out during warranty, it's usually because it's something that they've done to the equipment. You guys think that you're going to get all these calls. You're not going to get that many calls. That's why I told you guys, sign up with 300, sign up with 400, sign up with 500 different manufacturers. The benefit of signing up with these manufacturers is that people call up. They say, hey, I've got your refrigerator, Continental. If I do have a problem, who are some of the services that can take care of this problem for me? They're like, oh yeah, cool. We got a bunch of people for you. Don't worry about it. Here, let me give you the list. Same thing with True. Let me give you the list. But True knows when they have these troublesome customers, they will go ahead and they will put that shit off on you. I'll give you an example with how True screwed me once. True sent me out to a residence. I thought it was a residential unit. I go out there. The guy had leaks in his evaporator. I told him he had leaks in his evaporator. I couldn't work on it in the house. He had it in the laundry room. That's part of the reason why he had the problem. I told him it shouldn't have been in the laundry room. I said it shouldn't have been in the house in the first place. Then the guy said, hey, the unit's noisy. I said, well, yeah, it is noisy. It's going to be noisy. There's nothing I can do about that. This is supposed to be in a business. It's supposed to be at a bar, a restaurant, that kind of stuff. You don't even hear it when it's in a noisy restaurant. The guy called up True and said, oh, this guy says that your equipment is no good and it's all the evaporators leak and blah, blah, blah. And what I told him is that the evaporators are going to leak because he had it in a laundry room and the heat builds up in there, the pressure builds up in it. So the fucker lied, and True got pissed at me. True got pissed at me. True does this. You guys are high on fucking fantasy. You guys are high on fantasy. These are corporations. They don't give a shit about people. They're pushing metal, right? They're pushing metal. Truthfully, they really don't have that many issues. Your issues come about, like today I had one where they had 2 turbo airs. They had both refrigerators plugged into the same outlet. And when I brought this up to them, they looked at me with deer in the headlights. I said, dude, you're going to have compressors. You're going to have compressor failures on one, if not both units by the end of the year. By the end of 2026, one of those fuckers are going to be dead. What you're supposed to do, now they're brand new units, but what you're supposed to do is when you come out there, I wasn't out there for those. I just saw it and mentioned it to them. You're supposed to take pictures. You're supposed to send it to the manufacturer, and then they're going to void their warranty. You're not supposed to do the work, but you fuckers are go ahead. Oh, I'm gonna do. No. Fun fact, these manufacturers don't even want you doing a lot of warranty calls. They don't want want you doing warranty calls. This is a very different deal than residential. Residential, yeah, they want you to do as many warranty calls as possible. Churn them fuckers out. No, on the commercial side, they know their equipment. They know what's going on. Usually the point of failure is on, like right now, we have controllers that are having issues. Like I changed a EVCO controller. I had told you guys about that. Because of the shortage of controllers, manufacturers are using EVCO controllers that I never imagined would even touch one. But now they're using it. It used to be only Onera Group was using EVCO controllers. And now some of your top brands in the industry are using fucking EVCOs, and they're paying the price. They're paying the price. I'm having to change those out. It is what it is. It is what it is. But you're not going to get a ton of True Calls. You're not going to get a ton of Continental. All right. Continental wants to use these very large companies. Let me see. Chicago, Illinois. And then I'm going to go to Jeffrey Wright, and I'm going to show you that one. Aurora, Bensonville. Who the hell? Accutech. Cones. I know who Cones is. Cones Refrigeration. Oh no, that's a different Cones. Moline. Oh, there's Coker. There's Coker. There's Coker in Villa Park. Climate Temp. Bush Refrigeration. Godfrey, Illinois. D&B. That's a different D&B. Great Lakes Service. Hermes High Tech. Or Chicago. Let's see here. Let's see. Lee's. Oh, Lee's. Addison. Yep. Oh shit. Oh, dude. Oh god. Oh Jesus. Oh wow. Oh wow. Hold on. Let me make this big. Oh Jesus. Yeah. Do not. Wow. Yeah, they will do this. They will get petty on your ass. So do not use this one. Do not use the one in Addison, right? Use the one in New Lenox, because Lee's is a big company. Do not use. Mainly, my guess is probably because they're not overcharged. I don't want to use that, but they're probably charging them higher than what they would like to pay. So they say don't use them fuckers. Norpol Refrigeration, that's in Orland Park. Plainfield Refrigeration. TriStar. Oh, that's it. That's it. Damn, this is for the whole state of Illinois. The whole state of Illinois. Damn, that's it. That's it. Whew. Illinois is a big ass state, people. So one for Chicago. That's Villa Park, Alsip. 2, that's Improve Air. So that's 2. Let's see who else actually said Chicago. 3 is AccuTemp. Accenture. Oh, Accenture Tower. So that's in-house. Damn. So that's only 4 that's like in the city. In the city. Broadview, 60. I thought it was 60153. Advanced Parts. Damn, they've been around for forever. Advanced. They were like 10 minutes from my father's shop. So some of these, like Lombard, is close to downtown Chicago. Tinley Park is not that far. You're talking about 30 minutes. Bridgeview is only like 20 minutes from downtown Chicago. West Chicago is an hour away. I know it's in Chicago in it, but it's an hour away. I don't know where the hell Nashville, Illinois is. Never heard of it before. Vernon Hills, that's about 45 minutes away. Okay, interesting. All right, so I wanted to do shit. I forgot that other place. I want to go back. I'm going back. It's Jeffrey Wright. That's what it is. I know I spelled that. There it is. There it is. So, Brother Frank, this is your people. Oh yeah, everybody wants you to have about $1 million in auto liability. I think I got $1 million or $2 million. Yeah, I think I got about $1 million or $2 million in auto liability. It's not all right. So here's the thing. It's the reason why ConApp wants you to have it is because when you go to some of these buildings, the management company of the building wants you to have the management company of the building. So you might go to a gym. So ConApp has a lot of contracts with gyms. And so you might have to go to a health club, to a gym that's inside of a large structure. And the owner of that building wants you to have $1 million automotive policy. So yeah, Jeffrey Wright. This is Ralph Wright. My bad. This is your distributor for Stolting and Manitowoc. They have parts. They have a ton of parts. My advice to you is to go on over there and get your account set up. Let me see what they got. So they have the distribution rights for Stolting, and they also, as you see here, they got Reach-In coolers. They sell, and then there's the Manitowoc. So here's who you, well, if you, service and installation. So you can go ahead and call them and get set up. So you'd have another option besides Baker. They do have parts. So they have parts and they have machines. You might actually get a better price on the machines than you would with Baker. Fun fact: any one of you can become a distributor. You just have to come up off that money. You buy enough equipment, surprise, 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 you become a distributor. Oh, I found my button. I found the button I was looking for. Yo, we are at 1 hour and 45 minutes, and I know Instagram is probably pissed with me. Oh shit, it's got a lot more people watching me on Instagram. All right, go. Because I just now got out of Instagram jail. Instagram got me back on. Any other questions before we? Oh yeah. Hold on. Let me make sure I gave you all the Continental information. My bad. I got sidetracked. Hold on. Let me give you this Continental stuff. And let me go to the resources and warranty form. When you do any kind of work for them, they're going to give you they're going to give you this list that's got what they're paying for. What the hell is it? Right. See, things not covered. Look at this damn list. They ain't not covering the thermostat calibration, yeah. Now, I do this. I've been paid for it. Like I said, they don't like it. So I'll go there to a location, and then I'll go into the electronic control, and I will, it does not include service tech parameters, but yeah, I'll go in there and I'll change the defrost time and all that kind of shit. Technically, that's not warranty issue, but whatever. I do it anyway. Damage, poor performance due to misuse. Yeah, I get a lot of units that have crooked doors and stuff like that because they'll have the door open and they lean on it or prop it open and it damages the door. improper, malfunction due to improper supply voltage, GFCI nuisance trip. They don't cover that shit. Gasket or light bulbs, because people think all that's covered. No drainage due to it not being level when it's on a food truck and all that other bullshit. Clogged or king drain lines. Hey, and that's another one. I've gone to pizzerias and stuff like that, and they've had kink drain lines. I straighten out the drain line. Continental pays me. They don't like it though. I mean, but I don't feel it's right that you got to charge a customer because the drain line kinked and it's inside the unit. The customer never touched it. Improper airflow inside the improper airflow inside the cabinet due to product blocking the evaporator. Now, what is this? What is this, you might say? I'm going to break it down to one unit in particular, and that's the upright freezer. The upright 27-inch, 30-inch, I'm not even going to say, between 24 and 30 inches wide. It could be a split door, it could be a single door. The clients are always jamming stuff into the back. They're ignorant. They don't understand that there is a airflow that has to run through the back of the box. Now there's a channel that they make, but the customer pushes the boxes into that back channel, depressing the back channel, cutting off the airflow. So then you don't have the proper airflow and you have things frozen and frost developing at the top, and you have things defrosting at the bottom and vice versa. According to this, that's not warranty. But they're going to call you saying it's warranty, especially, the first 2 years. They're going to say, hey, man, this unit ain't working right. And I'm like, hey, man, you keep jamming these boxes of fucking French fries in here. Take the French fries out of the box, keep them in the bag, and put them in the damn unit. Stop trying to slam the door closed because you got a jam full of French fries in the box. Stop being so fucking lazy. And then they go, corporate. Oh, the guy said we can't put the boxes of French fries in there. Oh, what do you mean we can't put French fries in the freezer? Because that's what it ends up being. The service tech came out and said, you can't put French fries in the freezer. But we bought this freezer for French fries. I didn't say that. I didn't tell your idiot employee not to put French fries in the freezer that you bought French fries. What I told the moron was, you got to take the French fries out of the box. You could put the bag of French fries in there, but if you put the box in there and then you put other stuff in front of the box and you push the door closed, you're crushing that back channel that is perforated, and it's allowing air to flow through to each and every shelf. You guys have every single shelf blocked up with boxes and you have no airflow. The food items have to come out of the boxes. You can have them in the bags, but you can't have the fucking boxes in the freezer. Shelf after shelf after shelf full of boxes. Oh, because they told us we can't put French fries in the freezer. No one told your merry band of morons that they couldn't put French fries in the freezer. But they just know that these fuckers are gonna lie and all that other kind of stuff. And then once again, all right, poor performance due to inaccurate clearance around the unit. It's in the manual that they cannot have this thing next to the deep fryer. It's going to say that they need to have proper ventilation. It needs to have so much distance between the unit and a heat source. They don't pay attention to that. They put it right next to the deep fryer, actually touching the deep fryer. Yeah. And then they wonder why they have problems with their upright freezer. And it happens with Onera, it happens with MVP, it happens with all of the brands. And those I can mention. The other ones, I'm not even gonna. I'm not gonna touch any other damn names. So here is your Continental phone number. Do with it as you will. You can do with that what you want. Oh shit. Hold on, let me blow this up. Let me copy that and post this here. So that is the number to Continental. So you can call Continental and you can say, hey, I'd like to provide service for you guys. Don't think that they're going to meet you with a warm embrace. That just ain't. That's not their style. They're out of Pennsylvania. All right, here is the email. service@continentalrefrigerator.com. You didn't get this number from me. You didn't get this email address from me. Matter of fact, you don't know me. You never heard of me. And like Stevie Wonder, you ain't never seen me. All right. You've never seen me before. You who? My who? Oh, never seen the guy. No. Never seen, never heard of me. Nothing. You don't know how to get that information. But there's the email address. There's the phone number. Yeah. Salem, Pennsylvania. So keep in mind, you're dealing with people with that Philly mentality, that Philly Rocky running up and down the damn stairs mentality. So, like I said, don't expect a warm embrace because you called them up on the phone or shot them an email. So that is Continental. Oh damn. That's Continental. It's becoming normal. I have an email template I use as an inquiry. Yeah. My thing is this. Your best way in is to use a customer. So when you get a customer and they have certain product, you call them up and you start saying, hey, I got this unit, model number so-and-so, serial number so-and-so. Can you tell me this or that or the other, or when you're going to have this or that going on, or what this part number is, or how much longer I have a warranty on the compressor or whatever. So, and then they're going to be like, oh, you're taking care of equipment for so-and-so now. Yeah, I'm taking care of equipment for them. And what ended up happening with me is that, all right, brother, I'll catch you later. Hey, thanks for contributing to the channel, man. I appreciate you so much. So they kept hearing, me at different locations. My name kept coming up from different clients. We're using this guy over here. Can he also do the warranty on it? We would prefer to use him. And so that just kept happening and kept happening and kept happening. And then eventually they just broke down and say, hey, can you take care of this thing for us over here? Matter of fact, I'll use the name. None of us like doing Chicken Salad Chick. And so they're in Chicken Salad Chicks. They're in Chicken Salad Chick. Chicken Salad Chick, and let's see if they are New Jersey. Okay, so they are okay. Chicken Salad Chick is actively expanding in New Jersey, Central and Southern Jersey for new locations in late 2025. Specific open restaurants might be limited right now as of early 2026. Expect new spots in surrounding areas soon as they focus on growth in this high potential market. To find the most current exact address, you'll need to check their official website. Location finder. So anyway, so they're going back to Jersey. Damn. Oh wow, that's a lot. Okay, so chicken salad chick. So yeah, Continental does chicken salad chick, but the way that they source these Martha Stewart ass franchisors, oh my god, or franchisees, dude, oh god, Paula Deen, Martha Stewart, damn, what was the country cooking woman? What the hell was her name? What the hell was her name with the country cooking? Anyway, so there, whatever HGTV, Food Network, cast iron skillet cooking, Caucasian woman from the Caucasus Mountains you could think of, that is who invests in these damn chicken salad chicks. And Continental is in chicken salad chicks. They are very uppity, honorary, very disrespectful. They don't want to do maintenance. They think that because they spent all this money on a chicken salad chick, that everything should be perfect, and that they shouldn't have to do anything. They shouldn't have to clean them because, gosh darn it, it's brand new. I shouldn't have to clean it. It should already be clean. So yeah, they're all Santa Fe, New Mexico. They're everywhere. Amarillo, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Fayetteville, Springfield, Missouri. Yeah, they're all over. They're all over. So these are people with very high net worth. And they just love it. They're looking for something that does generational wealth and something that they could show their daughters that, gosh darn it, we women can do it too. And so that's what they do. And the vast majority of them are married. These are husband and wives, but the wives typically run the show. And then when something doesn't go the way the wife wants, then the husband steps in and tries to Fortune 500 his way into success with the situation. So as you see, Norfolk, Chesapeake, Hampton, Williamsburg, Richmond. And so I do believe that chicken salad chick is going to go nationwide. My wife loves the food. I like the food. I just don't care for the owners of the locations. I really don't. I don't care for the owners. So all these chicken salad chicks, they have Hoshizaki ice machines. They have structural concept units for the display case. They have True. They have a True upright freezer. They'll have a AccuTemp steam oven. They will have and all the prep tables and stuff will be content. All the prep tables will be content. And then they have some other stuff in there. They have some other stuff, but they've got a lot of runway. This concept works. I don't know why they're not in Dallas. I mean, I don't know why they're not in Cleveland, why they're not in Toledo. This plays very well up there. This will play in Boston. This will play in Providence. This will play in Hartford. Bridgeport. This will play in Bridgeport. This will play in this will play in Harrisburg. Oh, this will be big in Harrisburg. So it's a lot of runway with Chicken Salad Chick. A lot of runway. Yeah. All right. So just like he says right here, he says, "Oh my God, these franchises that don't maintain their equipment, shaking my head. But $8 for a drink with dirty ice, yes, yeah." Like I said, well, they don't. The biggest downfall that these franchise places commit or fall to is that they instill in their franchisees that they can clean the equipment, they can maintain the equipment, their staff can do it. Turnover is so high. I had this conversation with, there's new ownership of a restaurant that I was dealing with previously. You guys might have seen me use the car jack to jack up that CMA dishwasher. Well, now they're on their third or fourth set of management, second set of ownership now. And the guy that's now the new manager, he's like, "Oh yeah, teach me about all this stuff." I said, "Look, dude, you're the fourth. You yourself said you're the fourth manager that's come in. You're the fourth new guy. I'm tired of teaching you guys over here the same shit just for you to go somewhere else with this information that I've given you." I said, "Look, bro, all you gotta do, my name and number is on all the equipment. Call the damn number. I'll come out. I'll take care of the problem. That's all you got to worry about. You just take care of management and staff and scheduling and shit like that. I'll take care of the equipment. You run out of chemicals, call the number. He has my 800 number. He has my local number. Call the number. I'll take care of it. Don't even worry about it." I had to be curt with the guy. Look, dude, I ain't teaching you shit. I'm done. I'm tired. This location, I ain't teaching another goddamn person anything else. I had a snippety, uppity Korean chick that gave me pushback about the fucking food. I said, "Hey man, I said, "You're Korean, so you know, what kind of Italian food are you cooking?" Because I'm from Chicago. "So what kind of Italian food you cooking?" She's like, "What do you mean?" It's like, "Well, motherfucker, it's Italian food. I mean, you got northern Italian food, you got southern Italian food. The southern stuff is going to be more seafood. The northern is going to be milk. Southern is going to be, hey, what's going on? Southern is going to be, tomato and shit like that. Olive oil based drink, based sauces and stuff like that. You got manicotti, you got calamari, you got manicotti. And so there's a difference in food that is served. So what kind of food are you doing? Oh, she was just pissed. Like, bitch, I know about more than just fucking ribs, okay? I know about more than just ribs. Oh, it's not falling apart. How is it falling apart? I don't know how. Let me help you out some. Because aren't you from that prison colony? You're from a prison colony, man. It's debtor colony, prison colony. Bruh, now this is just, freedom comes with certain things. Hey, bruh, name one war that Australia has won, bruh. I mean, what are you doing besides slaughtering the Aborigines? Reading them out. Woo. Yeah, well, you know what? Yes, my country is doing that to its own people. That's nice. I don't think you understand what. Are you really now? I would ask the Aboriginals how they feel about that. Robin Brown, are you an Aboriginal? I think not. Not talking like that. I would like to ask the people in the Red Desert what they think. I don't think they're going to say the same thing. I like that. I love the Aussies. What's your water that? Am I now? Well, I think that I am. Anyway, all right. So this question here says, "That's why I want this warranty work. I can keep the bills paid and meet potential customers. You're not going to get the bills paid doing warranty work. I keep telling you guys that. You guys don't listen. You guys don't listen. You are not going to get enough warranty work to pay your bills. The warranty work is for you to learn the equipment. The warranty work is for you to get introduced to clientele that otherwise would never entertain you. This is not residential. Brother, I don't think you, is your camera on? Is your camera on, Robin Brown? I don't think his camera's on. Are you blind or something? Robin Brown says, "Oi, Americans just can't accept criticism of their." I have to talk like, what's that guy that does what's that guy that does the Thor: Love and Thunder, the director? He's an Aboriginal. People that can't accept criticism, mate, of their own country because they're just snowflakes. Bro, what are you looking at on the screen? I don't understand what you're, bro. No one's more critical of the United States of America than people of my heritage. My grandfather fought in World War II. So February is coming up. So I got some pictures with him. I'm going to have some pictures from my mother and show me and him when I was a little kid. He was like 6'3" or something like that. And I got a bunch of pictures with him with all his medals and stuff. So, but no, we're very critical of this country. Critical of it every fucking day. That's the whole reason why I have this channel. The whole reason why I have this is because I am critical. I have to do this. I should not have to do this channel, but I have to do this channel because of the way that the United States is. What the freaking Australians? You all, oh hell yeah, defend ICE. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, and shit. Hell yeah, defend ICE. What are you insane? Hell yeah, defend ICE. Yeah, let me pin this shit up to the top. You goddamn right I defend fucking ICE. So I'm in a skilled trade. And thanks for contributing to the channel. Thanks for being here and adding to the algorithm. I do appreciate that. I'm glad he brought this up, because I sure would have never brought this up. So when I lived in Chicago, the Russians, the illegal Russians, the illegal Polish, the illegal Ukrainians, they were coming into Chicago, and they were the ones doing all the skilled trades and all that other kind of stuff. So, and they were illegals. They were illegal aliens, because they don't use the alien term anymore. So we had a lot of illegal aliens in Chicago. I know they like to say black people and all this other stuff, but we got Ukrainian village, we got all this kind of shit. There's more Ukrainians in Chicago than in all of Ukraine. There are more Polish people in Chicago than in all of Poland. Jak się masz, by the way. There are more of them. Chicago has one of the largest Polish populations outside of Poland. So what does that mean? That means you get a lot of Polish people. You get a lot of Polish people. Oh, hell yes, you goddamn right. What? Going on people of color? I'm talking about Polish. I'm talking about Ukrainians. They're not white. They're not my. Well, first of all, my great grandfather was from Holland any damn way. I mean, shit, you don't get to be this damn color from. Dude, you need to take care of them damn Aboriginals. That's what the hell you talking about. So what? So this. Let me show your ass something. So in Chicago, Illinois, they have more than 700,000 people of Polish ancestry, making it a hub. So what you end up having in Chicago is you have a lot of illegals from Poland. A lot of people will come over, they'll fly over and overstay. The ICE is rounding their asses up. You have a lot of, let me go to the Russians. You have a lot of Russians. God, the Russians were a pain in the ass. Oh no, I spelled that wrong. Also, it's not that bad, but I mean that's a nice sized city of population. 78,000 Russians, and that's what's legal, right? As of 2023, you would have a lot of Russians that would overstay their visas, and like I said, so here's the thing. So you had your Polish that were in the trades over in Poland. You had your Russians that were in the trade over in Russia and Ukraine, and oh, let me go to Ukrainians. And they would overstay their visa, and so I'm competing. I know I spelled that wrong. So all these people would overstay their visa. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Over 100,000 Ukrainians in Chicago. Chicago has a significant Ukrainian population. So I moved. What do you mean, so what? So I moved to, let me make myself big. I moved to Houston because of all the fucking illegals in Chicago, right? Oh man, Mike Reed, where'd you move? Because there's all these fucking illegal Ukrainians. It's all these fucking illegal Russians. All these illegal Polish people. I'm not concerned about I don't compete with Hispanics, okay? In Chicago, I never had to compete with Hispanics. They typically worked on different type of equipment. They did not compete with us. What I end up having to compete with were the Ukrainians. What I end up having to compete with were the Russians. What I end up having to compete with were the Polish. And Yakshimash. So if you think other poor people are the problem, then you're buying into what, motherfucker, I work for myself. I'm talking about what I have to compete with. So I have to compete with these fucking Russians that are these guys that are living like 20 to a fucking house, right? And they're doing work for next to nothing. I had to deal with the fucking Ukrainians, and Ukrainians are typically doing the same shit. And then they engage in a lot of protectionism. So they're and not like talking about muscle. I'm talking about, like, you know, Ukrainians will. I have the same kind of situation here in Chicago. I mean, here in Houston, where you'll go to a Hispanic restaurant, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have no Mexican work for you. You have no Hispanic guy." Oh, no, it's me. Deal with it. You either want the service or not, because I'm fucking walking out the door. And so you have the same thing in Chicago. So you go to Chicago and they be like, "Oh, you don't have a Ukrainian on the staff. You don't have it." No, fuck no. You go to a restaurant and it's a bunch of Greeks and stuff, and you don't have no Russian working. No fucking Russian working. No. And they're all looking for a cheap Russian, a cheap Ukrainian, a cheap Polish technician to work. And then they want to try to, pay them under the table. They want to try to, get the guy to go work for them. Oh, Mykonos, go work on over there for the guy, and then come back and work for me. Learn everything you can from him, and then come work for me. They do a lot of that bullshit. Oh, hell yeah. Shit, more money for me. Do I blame Mexican whose country is constantly destabilized by America for going to America to earn money? Do I blame Mexico? I don't think about Mexico. To be honest with you, I'm here in Houston. I'm like hours away from Mexico. I don't think about Mexico. To blame them, I don't think about Mexico any more than I think about Canada. I don't know what the shit. I mean, because all of this stuff is no matter what happens with Mexico, if we just kept our borders secure, I don't give a fuck what they do in Mexico. I really don't. There's so many white people living in Mexico. Shit, I had a bunch of clients that moved down to Mexico City. All that stuff that's going down in Mexico City, I like calling them like, man, are you guys okay? Because I know like a bunch of white guys that went down to Mexico City. America, the reason poor countries are poor. Yeah, I know, because we allow their best and brightest to come here. If we didn't let them come here, they would stay in their country. You know what I'm saying? So their best could stay in their country and keep their country good. But we get all their doctors, we get all their architects, like Argentina. Whoo! There was a bunch of people that came up from Argentina that were in my daughter's school back some years ago when they had a really big inflation problem, and they were all highly educated. So you have all this big brain drain. But shit, they didn't have to come here. They could go to Germany. They can go to Canada. They can go wherever the fuck they want to. The looks you get when you walk into some of the kitchens. I don't get that. Funny enough, I don't get that look as much here in Texas because this is the South, right? So the South has a much bigger black population than the North. I don't get as many looks in the South, in Texas, in Houston, as I did in Chicago, right? In Chicago is the most segregated city in the country. More segregated than New York. It is the most segregated city in the country. America destabilizes the country all over the world. Yeah, they should be stronger. Then they wouldn't be destabilized. The reason why America is able to destabilize countries is because of greed. To dangle these baubles in front of these other foreign leaders and they go for it. I mean, hell, that's on them. Shit, you elected the fucker. I mean, shit, that's your fuck. That's your problem. The only reason why they're going to go to America is because their countries have been destroyed by America. Oh, sure. Give me. I'll play. Give me two countries. Give me two countries like that. Give me two countries, and let's talk about it. Give me two countries. Ukrainian. Yeah, I was talking about Ukrainian village. Give me two countries. Robin Brown. G'day, mate. Put another shrimp on the Barbie. You have to excuse my Australian accent because I do talk to. Ooh, Afghanistan. Well, was that before or after the Russians? Iraq. I would have to say the same thing. Iraq and Iran. Bruh. They've been, bruh, no, they were destabilized well before us. Afghanistan and Russia. Oh, by the way, oh yeah, we could do this all day. Vietnam. Oh, what, you forgot about the French? Cuba was messed up way before we got there, bruh. Bruh, I was, well, you don't know what this is, but I was a National Geographic a champion level participant back in the 90s, bruh. So yeah, you could talk about this stuff. Oh, bruh, you're not going to. Bruh, I can do this all day. What does that say? Afghanistan and Russia have a complex centuries-old relationship. Centuries-old relationship. Centuries-old. Try again, bro there. Try again. So we're going to do Cuba. God damn, you don't know shit, do you? Cuba and España. Oh God. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh, Cuba and Spain, their colonialism goes back to 1492. Spain continues to ramrod Cuba. The reason why we got into it with Cuba, oh dude, once again, the Philippines, that's Spain and France, bro. The Philippines, yeah, bro. Cambodia, that's France again. That's France again. Try again, motherfucker, try again. God damn, you don't know a fucking thing. America's occupation of the Philippines was objectively horrible. What was it? Who was eating the fucking dogs? Who was eating the goddamn canine dogs? My uncle, Jesus fucking God, this guy. Okay, all right. I'll give you fucking Hawaii. I'll give you Hawaii. I got no comeback on Hawaii. Okay. I'll give you Hawaii. I'll give you the Marshall Islands. I'll give you Hawaii. Yeah. What about France? You know what's funny about the Philippines and Thailand and shit like that? To this day, people have the names of the fucking kings and shit. They're like, what are you talking about? Oh, I know nothing about history, do I? Oh my. Uh-oh. Oh my. Ooh, I know nothing. Thailand has a king, it has a monarch, and everyone over there, right, they have the name of the king. So you know what king was in the throne by their last name. Dude, Thailand, all right, hold on a second. Let me show you this fucker. Spain and the Philippines. Hold on, let me go back to this one. Hold on. I'm sorry, guys. I'm just having fun right now because this guy is talking about. I don't even think he's from Australia. I really doubt he's from Australia. Because as Cuba and Spain, I mean, because he has no clue as to what. Oh God. All right. Hold on. Let me do the Philippines. Philippines history. I'm gonna go with France first. With France. French involvement in the Philippines spans from the early exploration and trade during Spanish colonial times. French missionaries, traders, and even military figures, they had their way with the Philippines. Yeah, bruh. Because I ain't done with this fucker yet. I mean, he's, bruh, that's my jam, bruh. That's my jam. Oh yeah, Philippines. Yeah. Philippines, and then Spain, and then España, and then Spain. That's why they all have Spanish names, right? So, like I said, that even goes back to the 1500s. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? What is he talking about? What is this guy talking about? What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Hold on. Let me go back. Where is he go? Hey, look. I am a reasonable, logical individual. I give you Hawaii. Look, I give you Hawaii. Right? I'll give you that one. I'll give you Hawaii. I'll give you Hawaii. Bro, I'll give you that. But you know dick about the islands, bro. About any of these other fucking islands, dude. You know nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. Going back, Spain ramrodded the Philippines for 300 years, bro. And you talking about some The United States? Bruh, the United States. Let me tell you what the United States did for the Philippines. The United States brought industrialization to the Philippines, right? So once we did this to get back at China and Japan. All right, the Treaty of Paris in 1898, after defeating Spain, the U.S. acquired the Philippines, Cuba, and Puerto Rico. The American-Filipino War, brutal conflicts, both sides, Japanese occupation. I don't know if you know this, but the Japanese, well, that was the Koreans too. But yeah, they would take a lot of these women and they would turn them into comfort wives. Oh, so yeah, blame yourself, bruh. The Japanese came over there and did their thing, but we industrialized the Philippines to kind of get back at Japan and China. So when you get into it, we were responsible for the industrialization of the Philippines, bruh. Same thing with Thailand. Same thing with Vietnam. So after World War II, that is the Industrial Revolution, bruh. That is all us. That is all us. So yeah, we might have got down. Bro, what are you doing? 40, Jesus Christ, what is this guy doing? All right, hold on a second. America's treatment towards the Filipinos was brutal for over 40 years. Yeah, but it damn sure beats brutal treatment over 300 years. What are you talking about? What about ism is an admission of guilt? I agree. Japan, France, and Spain were bad. Okay. You forgot the Germans. Let's not forget the Germans. Let's not forget the Mussolini, the Italians. Let's not forget all of those other fuckers that would roll over people with tanks and shit like that. It wasn't just the Chinese that did that shit. The Italians did that shit too. So let's not fucking play. And talking about gassing people, the Italians did that shit. Let's not play. The Russians did that shit. Russians had no problem using chemical weapons. Let's not play. Let's not play those fucking games. Come on, Robin Brown. Where are you? Where are you? Because like I said, I can give you Hawaii. I can give you Hawaii. We America, yes, has decimated my own population, the other natives in America. Oh yeah, the Belgians, yes. The Belgians were bad with that kind of stuff. I can agree. The Belgians were bad. Hold on, let me do this. But yeah, this is I'm sorry, brother, but this is a channel about helping people find work in the United States of America. So we've kind of gotten off script here. I've had fun. Don't really get to talk about this kind of stuff with other people. Your little around the world shit that you just did. But I kind of need to get back to people in America and their struggle with trying to find work and support their families and stuff like that. So I appreciate you coming in and helping my algorithm. I appreciate that. Be good to the damn Aborigines, man. Shit. What the hell is that guy from Thor: Love and Thunder, man? You know who this guy is, bro. I don't know why you tripping. Thor: Love and Thunder. Who the hell was the director of Thor: Love and Thunder? Because he's really had a falling out. Who the hell is this? Oh, what the hell's his name? What the hell's that guy's name? Tika Watiki, Titi. What the fuck is his name? This fucking guy. Oh, he's New Zealand. My bad. I thought he was Australian. That guy. Yeah. My bad. I deal a lot with Tiki Kaka, whatever the hell his name is. But yeah, he's Aboriginal to New Zealand, and the guys in Australia. But you guys have really decimated the Aboriginal population of Australia. Yeah, the internet's always listening to me. Oh, so you're down to 1 million, less than 4%. Like I said, yeah, I know you treat them unfairly. I know you do. Yes, it's very sad. So, you force them to the middle of the damn country. People say they go to Sydney, they don't see anybody. My uncle, he used to live in Japan, and he used to vacation. The Japanese go down from Japan to Australia for vacation, and he used to go down to Sydney and stuff like that. But there's no freaking Aboriginals around, and the ones that are there, they're like intermingling. They're marrying the prison colony ancestors and that whole thing. But yo, yeah, well, it is what it is. Shit rolled downhill, bro. I am one for tightening the borders. I'm the one for rounding these fuckers up when they come in here, because the people I have to compete with, they're the ones that fly over and overstay their visas, right? I don't really compete with people south of the border. I compete with people that come over to the United States, overstay their visa. I have other people that they will they'll buy a business or they'll buy a franchise, and then so they'll have their visa because they bought a franchise in the United States. Yeah, well, I got my own thing, bro. So I don't know if you can see on the screen. I guess the color isn't coming across here, but my people have their own thing. Bro. So say what you want. But I got to fight for mine over here. So the weak don't survive in this country. They really don't. Not only do I survive, but I also help others to survive and help others to stand up to power and help others to help feed their family. We're all people. The poor win if they the rich. Bro, I don't. Okay. All right, you're done here, bro. Anyway. Okay, you're drunk. No, here's the thing. Everybody that watches my channel has aspirations to become rich. Everyone that watches my channel that is trying to implement the things that I'm exposing them to actually has a good chance of becoming actually rich. It is not a pipe dream. It is something that each and every person that is watching my channel is only, like 2 or 3 technicians away from actually becoming rich. You know what I'm saying? No, not a less than 1%. We are in the skilled trades. And I said I was going to stop fucking with you, but we are in the skilled trades. So here is what we make. Average revenue of commercial appliance company in USA. Da 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 da. The commercial kitchen market hits tens of billions of dollars. $41 billion. Appliance service company. Woo! The average revenue for a commercial appliance service company varies, but industry reports the overall U.S. appliance repair market size is around $4.5 to $7 billion. Ooh! With average sales per location hitting $900,000. Smaller companies might see $600,000. Are you listening? Are you watching? Is Google not your friend? And this is a business that no one teaches you about. No one tells. This is a business that no one else is going to tell you about. You're not finding this information plastered on any commercials anywhere. These vans, they're in Australia too. I follow a very wealthy guy in Australia. He actually moved from Australia to the UK. He owned some kind of like home service. So he had service trucks, and then he started selling service plans. And he made $1 billion selling. It's called in-home service or something. You know this. You're in Australia. It's a home with like a power cord in the symbol, and it's red. It's a red outline of a home. Anyway, he made a fortune, and now he lives in the UK. But he was a service technician, and he built his business up to $1 billion. Let me find this guy. La 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 la. But anyway, anybody that watches, including myself, I mean, you just have to. You have to have the right owner from Australia. John Winning, Harvey. Yeah. That's him. This is the guy. Yeah, I know. See, look, bro, I know about your country. You can talk all that bullshit you want to. Founder of Appliance Online, now part of Harvey Norman Group. This guy made all of this money in Australia, becoming Australia's largest online appliance retailer. And he actually, so when you dive into it, he actually started out doing repair. He's a major figure in Australia's appliance retail scene. All right. And now this guy, he lives in the UK. There's a, let me see if I can get this guy's picture. The winning story. So, I mean, you need to educate yourself a little bit more. If you, on who you're talking with. So you're talking with appliance guys right now, and I'm telling them, I don't often get into this, so I appreciate you bringing this up so I can bring it all the way back full circle to appliances. But we're in the appliance business, and any one of us that has the ability can make it to the stratosphere like this guy did in Australia. There's lots of people in the United States that did the same thing. And all that these other guys lack is the education on the equipment. So guys need education on the equipment. They need technicians, and not everybody is gonna be rich. Not everybody's gonna make it, but the vast majority do very well. And with that, I'd like to thank you guys for hanging out with me for 2 hours and 42 minutes. We got in our National Geographic stuff, our Rand McNally shit, and then I got to finish this off with an Australian billionaire who started out in a single service truck, and he worked his way up to $1 billion doing work over there, in Australia. So fun times. And this guy, he tells this story. He was not born rich. This guy was not born rich, and he worked his way up. He did the same thing that every single person that is watching me on this broadcast right now is trying to do, and they're trying to get into the business, trying to learn how to service this equipment, trying to learn how to pick up clientele and get their business up and running. And with that, what the hell was that? Did he put that back up there? And with that, I am going to end the show. I'd like to thank everybody who's contributed to the show. I do appreciate you. All the new subscribers, thank you guys for subscribing to the channel. I am almost at 1,000. Please subscribe to the channel. I promise you, it's not always as glitchy as this, and I don't normally start getting at random people online. I needed to blow off some steam. It is what it is. But we brought it back home. We started talking about appliances again. Catch you guys later. There's going to be another video this week on more training, so I'll put that out. See you guys later. Peace.
We are same, but different, but still same.
Gentlemen, don't waste your time in the vain pursuit of this and that endeavor. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes and illusions. To be high on hopes. Be high on hopes.
Let's talk about something important. Are they all here?
All but one.
Well, I'm going anyway. Let's talk about something. And I'm here on a mission of mercy. I got your attention now? Good. A, B, C. A always B, B, C closing. Always be closing. Always be closing. I haven't got time for this Mickey Mouse bullshit.
In case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Yeah.